And in the studio, Milt.
I know.
Wow.
Long time.
Yeah, it has been. I don't know when was the last time you were here, but I'm glad you are.
Yeah, me too.
Our
Thank you.
conversation this morning is brought to you by Marcus and Mack, a law firm representing injured people. As usual, Milt has a very large schedule of activities happening within the township, Milt. So let's start as we usually do on the roads and underneath them too.
Why not?
You got some extra good weather this year to work on them, huh?
We do. It's been beautiful out. Getting a lot of projects off and running with the fall season here. We did get our ditch work done on Metz Road and Briarwood over the last few weeks. Get the sediment out of the ditches and get the proper drainage that we like to see from the stormwater runoff and things. Yeah. So that's good, and we'll over the next few weeks we'll be doing crack sealing on various roads. So just caution to the public out there driving, watch out for the work crews because they will be on the road doing that kind of work.
Yeah, and the leaves are starting to come down too, so I know that you would appreciate it if folks would keep those storm sewers clear, huh?
They would. It's just a simple task. If you got a stormwater inlet out on front of your property on the street, just kind of keep those leaves off that grate. Helps the water to get into the system. Also, don't sweep your leaves out onto the road. We do a bag pickup, and that will start, I believe, October 25th, the last Monday of this month, and run for 5 Mondays. So get those leaves out there, and we'll be happy to pick them up, take them down to the recycle center. Or you can do that on your own also.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so those are a couple of issues, but there's much more happening along the roadways, and I know the Chevy Chase stormwater project that continues to go on. Yes.
Yes, we got that started a couple weeks ago. The contractor's working up there, replacing 5,000 lineal feet of stormwater pipe. We're upsizing it a little bit. We certainly have a lot of utility conflicts up there with the gas and water lines, but they've been working with us well to get that moved as needed. Sometimes we move them for them, not intentionally, but it does happen. Yeah. But they're kind of slow right now. We're just having trouble. The contractor's having trouble finding workers, but we think that'll pick up here in the next week or so.
Yeah. Do you come across instances where, hey, we didn't know that was under there?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, some places the lines are only a couple inches deep under the ground when they're supposed to be deeper. So you catch it with the tooth of the bucket, and away she goes. So when there's a really major significant line, the utilities pretty much warn us to be careful. But it's those little ones that really cause havoc and slow the progress down.
It's probably a pretty fascinating underworld there, isn't it, underneath our roads?
It can be. Yes, it is. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in those ditches, that's for sure.
Yeah. Also, you're doing some maintenance, sanitary sewer relining there, too?
Yeah, we have a relining project that's going to start in a couple weeks. They've done the camera work. They inspect it by camera prior to the work to see if there's any issues. That's been done. They will start to put that new lining in, and that's on the main collector lines to prevent inflow from groundwater that gets into our system and can potentially overload our system. So we every year now we've been having a contractor come in, and they literally take a soft PVC material and literally pull it through the pipe, and then they cure it in place, and it expands.
That's amazing.
And fills the inside of that pipe, makes it a nice smooth bore.
You told me about that before. That's just an amazing technology.
Oh, it's incredible because you don't have to dig, you don't have to excavate, you don't have to hit all those utilities we talked about.
Yeah.
It's a time saver plus cost savings. Very, very nice innovation over the last several years.
Now, I know that there's more in the works, and designs and things of that have to be completed. You have a public meeting coming up at the building?
Yes, that's for the 286 East Airport Road Sewer Extension Project. That's a sanitary project, and that we are inviting, we did send out letters to all the property owners impacted by that project. They're invited to come to a meeting, and that is on October the 19th at 6 p.m. at the White Township Municipal Building. And we're going to just give them an update on the project. We are hoping to have that out for bid in the next couple months. Start that work in the winter, depending on the contractor getting materials and getting up and running. So that's a good one for the property owners to come and see what's all going on.
Yeah.
We'll have drawings available and discuss any questions they might have.
Yeah. Now let's talk a little bit of recreation. By the way, we're with Milt Lady, White Township Manager today. Of course, the White Township Recreation Complex is more than just the S&T Bank Arena, but as we transition into winter, that will become a more and more of an active place. It's already crazily active right now. Still can do some things outside though, right?
Oh, they are. You go out there on the weekends and the parking lots are full. People are buzzing around everywhere. You got the over 40 baseball championship this Sunday. That's at 2 p.m. There's soccer and tennis teams still playing. It's just a wonderful view to see all these kids and adults out there using the facility.
How many home runs have you hit in the over 40?
Oh, I retired a long time ago. I leave it up to the younger 40-year-olds. I'm way past that at
those
this
puppies,
point.
huh? Those 40-year-old puppies.
That's right. But thanks for asking.
So still going on outdoors, lots of great fun still to be had. The weather's really good for it, and it will be. I mean,
sure. Yeah.
Before the snow flies and everything like that.
People are walking. There's disc golf going on.
Yeah.
It's really nice with this kind of weather.
Yeah.
But things will gradually move in. The cold weather's coming, and there's so many things going on inside. You have obviously the figure skating. You got the public skates on Saturdays and Sundays. You got hockey almost all weekend long. Either youth or the IUP hockey teams are playing games on the weekend, practicing during the week. You got softball and boxing programs starting up there. So it's there's almost something for everybody. Check out the website. There's all kinds of new stuff on there all the time.
Yeah, and public skating is something that for folks who want to stay active, it's very low impact and it's a lot of fun and it's great cardiovascularly. So people want to do that. I mean,
yeah, for adults on a Sunday afternoon, it's really kind of laid back, real nice. For the kids, Saturday evenings, it's the place to be. A lot of people come, place to hang out, have fun, be with your friends. So. Yeah, public skating's a big thing for all ages.
Milt Lady with us here this morning as we talk about issues in White Township. One of the big issues has been the White Township Deer Management Plan and how that is going to be handled. And I know you've got a public meeting coming up with that too, don't you?
We do. We've invited the public to an open house on Thursday, October 21st, and that's there'll be experts there to answer questions. We got people coming from the Penn State University Extension Office, the Pennsylvania Game Commission, the National Deer Association, and the rec director from Murraysville Parks that runs a very similar program. They've been doing it for 40 years. She'll be available to answer questions. The public's invited to come and speak with each of them. Will be available for taking more public comments. It is a proposed plan, so it still needs to be approved by the supervisors. So this is a good time for the public to either come and voice their concerns or voice their support of the program.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Some other things happening within the township. Those guys that are out there operating the machinery, they're extremely valuable, especially the ones that have a lot of experience. Unfortunately, from the township's perspective, you had to say goodbye to one who was riding off into the sunset, huh?
Yes. Hats off to Roger Cummings, a guy that's been with us for 45 years.
Jeez.
A great guy, dedicated to the community and public service. He was a great operator. He ended his career with us the end of September, so we wish him the best. We're sorely going to miss him and his experience running he could run everything we had. So we wish him the greatest.
Run everything he had,
years.
including you, huh?
Yes. For sure.
All right, a couple of things coming up from an administrative level. You've got applications being accepted for the woodlot management program. Tell me about that. Their subcommittee?
Yes, it's a subcommittee under the rec board. It will mostly address the woodlot management for all our properties, addressing the DCNR comments that were made on our stewardship plan. We still are taking applications if you're interested in serving on that subcommittee until Wednesday. At that time, then all the applications will be presented to the supervisors for selection of those members. So
right.
Get your applications in if you haven't already.
And you got a couple of meetings coming up. Planning Commission tonight?
We do. There's a final minor subdivision up for approval and a sewer planning module also.
And supervisors tomorrow afternoon?
Tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock, correct. Yep. And really, there's a couple resolutions. We have to appropriate the American Rescue Plan funds into our 2021 budget. So
Right.
other than that, it'll be business as usual.
Yeah, business is very busy.
Busy.
For White Township.
A lot of great projects going on. I hope the community will embrace all these projects and help us plan for the future.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Milt Lady, thanks. That's a very, very wide-ranging series of topics that you're able to cover in a short amount of time.
Thank you, Todd. Stay safe out there.
It is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS 101.1 FM and AM 1160.